Hello investors and welcome back to Just Randy Stocks. I want to talk about BBIG because I think it's really important to get in these plays before you see a lot of volume, a lot of volatility, and the price action has gotten low. It's taken major hits. And also, you haven't seen a press release since October 20th on this company. And any day now, within the next few days or weeks, you're going to see a press release from BBIG, I believe. That's my prediction based on what Ted, the chairman, said. This isn't just a guess based on, well, I think it's overdue just time-wise. So historically, this company's had poor revenue performance, but with AdRiser, Lomotif, or Lomo, they plan on doing some rebranding. And with the increase of revenue that I believe we're going to start seeing from this company, you're also going to see an increase in that share price. Let's not delay any further and let's get straight into it. All right, for those of you not familiar with Vinco Ventures, Zash, any of these multiple names that you'll hear within this company, there's a lot of names and it can be very confusing if you haven't been following the BBIG story. So let me take you back to the 8K filing that came out without this press release. The 8K came out and it said that the CFO and CEO had resigned, which was true, but they didn't move outside of the company. They did some repositionings in the management teams, and this was called out several weeks prior in PowerPoint slides that could be found on the website. But because they didn't have this clarifying press release that was released with it, the shorts ran with it. The price action hasn't been the same, but that's not the only reason. They also pushed out the Tide spinoff date, and I believe a lot of people had some stop losses in, and they're looking for a re-entry point. I believe people are looking for a re-entry point, just knowing that we're weeks or days away from some press release on rebranding and some clarifications as to what's happening with the company. Now, Lisa King is also a key member of this that people are getting excited about. She used to work for Dick's Sporting Goods, and she also came out with a book. And if you haven't checked this out, I'm going to flash it up on the screen so you can pause it. But the book's called Just Do You, Authenticity, Leadership, and Your Personal Brand. So this can be found on Amazon if you wanted to order it. But here's what I wanted to pull up so you could just take a look at it. I really think that she's going to be a leader that people are getting excited about. And I think people are generally, favoring this leadership change around. There's just been some moving around of the leadership teams, and it's for the strength of the company. Now, just this morning, Investor Place, I found this article, and it talks about several things, but it talks about deplorable financials. And yes, it's true. I mean, I went through here, looked at it. I can agree with what they're saying in this section, not the leadership changes. I think the leadership changes are a strength. It's beneficial to the company, but they have not had very good revenue historically. But I believe that's going to change, and why it's very interesting to take advantage of this price. Of course, you want to cost average into anything that's falling down, but I called this out at $5. I believe we're starting to see support, below $5 at this 460 mark, but we'll take a look at those charts. Now, as far as the borrow fee, isn't nearly as high as it used to be. October 21st, it was up in the 90 range. Now it's down at the 59% range. I don't think we're going to see as much as far as short squeeze potential here in the future, but I could be wrong. This could switch, but I believe that, they've taken advantage of this low price, and it is trending down right now. So there's the possibility that it could go down a little bit further, but there's some green candlestick action that I thought looked favorable today. So Vinco Ventures and Zash, global media and entertainment through their joint venture, ZVV Media Partners, completes acquisition of Lomotif. And this is the short video, very comparable to TikTok, that you want to keep on your radar. They're going to be doing some rebranding on this, so possibly calling it something like Lomo, which is probably easier for everyone to say. So do not forget that AdRiser is a machine and something to also be excited about. So I want to make sure you don't forget about that. Now, let's take a look at their financials, because I want to make sure there's transparency, and I just did this from 2019 to current date, but I want to show you why analysts are not favoring this and shorts are winning in the short term. So you could see here, if I've got this pulled up correctly, yeah, on the income statement, we've got total revenues that just aren't that strong, you know. So you could look at the trend here. They've got to get stronger. So on the balance sheet, we've got some cash equivalents that look decent, but this is where the big hit is the net income and that net loss of 183 million. Now, you know, this story is going to get better, but I mean, you know, the financial story I believe is going to get a lot better, and they're on the cutting edge of a lot of things that are trending right now, such as, you know, the metaverse, which is going to be this shared 3D virtual space that not only Facebook is taking advantage of, but I see this company being a strong, you know, player in the space and in early. So just keep that on your list. And also, you know, I pulled up this Forbes article that talks about, you know, how TikTok was changing the game. I mean, Lomo is also going to be in that space. So make sure you don't forget about Lomotive. I think they just have the ability to, you know, gain some market share. And let's go ahead and get into the charts. So the first thing I wanted to show you is prior to October 20th, and that's why this trading volume is so high. We had an average trading volume of around 60 to 57 million. So you're going to see this average trading volume kind of go down in the short term. I've got the charts pulled up, and this morning we had a green candlestick that was really, really exciting to see. I mean, we hadn't seen, this is the 30-minute chart, but it didn't close. You can see the wick got up there, but it didn't close, but it did close green. And, you know, we're starting to see volume sort of come back. Now, if you look at this trend indicator, this 30 on the RSI, we are trending down. Nothing is even going above this. So just be aware that this is in a downtrend, and that's why I want you to cost average into a position. But I believe you could start taking a look at this and definitely get it on your radar. But I don't like people using 100% of their allocated spend and something that's trending down. So once it reaches this key support should have been $5, and it starts going down further. You wanna make sure that it's finished dropping. So I would say if you bought some in the 460 range, great. Hold up, wait, see what happens. If you miss the boat, that's fine, but I would want to see some support levels. So you can see the volume. I mean, as you've got decreased volume, which we've seen in this last week, this week has just been terrible volume-wise. So just let the thing drop. Just let it drop and just nibble at this as you still see this low volume. And then once it picks up, you can see it can jump at any moment. And I believe that catalyst is going to be one of these press releases that we're going to see in the days or weeks to come. So be sure to have the ability to hold this past December of this year. So if you got anything out of this video, leave it a big thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe. And if you want to take a look at the community tab, we do have a link to our free Discord. Feel free to join the community of investors, and I'll see you in the next video.